It's the second of the month, and we are at Southern Star out in Conroe, Texas for Crafts and Crafts. Today we have hydro dipping kits, and you can dip picture frames, a smoker's toolbox, or a bar toolbox. You get 3 items to dip, and you get 2 more wooden coasters to practice with. And anytime you reserve a kit to one of our workshops, then you get your custom design made for free. All right, so pause 1 second and we'll get started on the project. All right, so these are all the things you get in the 3 picture frames box. You've got a brown piece of paper that should serve as your placemat. You've also got some tissue paper, and the brown paper is folded over so that it can be even thicker for the area where you're gonna set down your things when you've done dipped them, when you've already dipped them. Okay, so if you've got any shiny items, you may wanna take a moment to rough up that surface a little bit. This is just going to help everything adhere. The wood surface, it's not very necessary to sand. Then you're going to take your box and fill it up with water. The temperature doesn't really matter, but I have discovered that it comes out much better if it's a touch warm. Okay, so we're going to pick the first item that we are going to dip. I'm just going to start with this gold frame. I'm going to cut a piece of the film, the hydrographic film, a little bit bigger than the frame. And I'm going to choose this area to go over this side of the frame here. So it may need to be quite a bit larger than the item you're working with to get the area of the design that you want on the area of the object that you desire. All right, the next step is to take these vinyl strips that you've been given in your kit, and you're going to, a pair of scissors from your house might be necessary. If you're meeting me at a workshop, I've got plenty. We're just going to make a nice easy border to go around our film. These spare pieces of vinyl that you cut off of any length can be used to, with the pipe cleaners, to fashion a type of handle for any of your objects if you'd like to. And I'll be onto that step in just a moment. Okay, one last go around here. So this vinyl is going to serve 2 purposes as the film lays on the surface of the water. One, it's going to keep the film from spreading out too far and losing its image. It will also help it float on the surface of the water without going under it as easily. Okay, you're going to want to put the center of your film down first in the water. And then you can remove your fingers from the tape. And you do want to avoid any water getting on the film. Now you'll have to give the film a minute. It's going to, the film is going to shrink up and then relax back out as it responds to the surface of the water. And this is where you could take a lens wipe and clean any dust off your object. Try not to throw your object around. And try not to do that too. All right, I'm gonna hold mine by the little peg here and go ahead and drop it in. We're gonna stay at a 45-degree angle. When I get it completely submerged, I'm going to shake it under the surface of the water. you can use your hand or the brush to move any of this debris out of the way. And then when you pull your object up, it's got the design and you can set it over here. Now, with this version of the process, you do need things to be laying down flat when they dry. And then you just clean up everything out of the water. As you can see, the dark colors on printing will actually dye the water. So you may decide to do your lighter colors first.